Greetings, listeners and viewers. Your host for the night, Zach, here, introducing you to The Call, our Call of Cthulhu podcast by Twisted Gears Studios. If you are a fan and wish to support, visit our merch shop and Ko-fi page, where members get extra content, fireside chats, and discounts on merch and more. Otherwise, a like, comment, sub, or review on your podcast app of choice is always helpful. But for now, Mass Productive investigators. After some fancy thriving from Althea and some aid from forces beyond, the investigators find themselves attempting to mitigate the damage of the chase and themselves escape.
Hello there.
Hello.
We're gonna jump right back in. I don't want to leave people in suspense. What was your roll for your Yui?
58 out of 40.
Oh. 50 out of 40. Okay, so I also... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say... Burn 18 luck.
Yes.
Done.
Done.
Well then. My luck has been lower than this before. This is true.
Yes, so you burn
But it
18
won't go
luck
up
to
as
turn it into a success.
Amazing.
As quickly now.
What is your luck at now?
39. What? Yeah. I just burned 18. It was at 57. I've been burning a lot of luck. Well, not a lot of luck this game, but not the first time.
Yeah, this is the way it goes.
Yeah. But I really wanted to make this UE. That's fair.
Okay.
Like I really wanted to kill that guy.
Yeah, same thing.
Now I'm gonna see how everyone else makes...
Sure.
Now I'm gonna see how everyone else makes the Yui.
Oh, no.
So, here's what happens.
Oh my god.
Out of nowhere, you all brace yourselves. Well, Agatha
Definitely.
was already braced by Amos.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Marion's back there chanting.
Braced by magic?
And you hear the brace. And immediately, the Yui happens. Amos and Agatha both notice. Marion stays oriented, facing the back, chanting. You notice she's floating slightly
I was wondering.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tracks.
But you'd figure that where it's turning, she would turn. But Marion does not turn. She still stays facing the back, even though she's floating. You know, because as a turn. Right?
Yeah.
But you Yui, up on two wheels, with, you do go off the road slightly, but you don't go into the ditch. And you just crest the ditch, and you start flying the other way. As the hound is running, as you turn and start coming back. So even though it failed its check to catch you, it is going to attempt something on the burn.
It's gonna try to slam into one of those panels again. Maybe.
Spit at us.
What happens is
Could be that too. Yeah.
it opens up its maw, and a big glob of bluish ichor shoots out to the side. Birmingham.
Yeah.
And it hits the tarping and the side. So what you all see inside, as it turns, is the side of the Birmingham disappear. Partly. Can I have you, Amos, roll me a luck roll?
Don't fail. You failed.
46 out of 64.
fuck.
Get out of here! That's just
Nice.
That's good.
Good, Jim.
I don't know what that was. I was like, get out of here! As it works out that it's the front part, so you still have the part you're hanging on to.
I just stare at it going, oh god.
But it's a hole that just appears there, and this bluish liquid is running down, but some of it seems to be running inside, as if it has a mind of its own.
I was almost hoping that Skeet would hit it with the pack of twin six. With all the
So then what happens?
180ing happy.
Then what happens is it is running forward, and it tries to skid and turn to chase you. At which point, the Packard slams into the side of it. At which point,
Sends
the
it
cop car
Oh no.
slams into the Packard. At which point, the thugs
Slam into
the cop car.
Oh my god, Skeet.
Oh, Skeet.
Yeah. So, as you turn and start going down the road, The hound is, like I just said, slammed by Skeet, slammed by Alec, slammed by the thugs into this massive multiple vehicle collision.
You've seen the end of what's that? The movie about jazz in Chicago, Blues Brothers.
Oh, yes.
The movie about jazz in Chicago.
I was going to say Chicago.
I was going to say Chicago as well.
I mean, it was either going to be Blues Brothers or Chicago.
Fair.
They're both about jazz and Chicago. Anyway,
It is getting late.
Yes.
It is getting
Sorry,
late.
yes. Anyway.
No, I meant for cool facts. Deep Thoughts by Jack Hay. So, you realize do you want to keep flying down the road?
Can I see this thing in the rearview mirror now?
You just see smoke.
Oh.
You just see, like, 3 vehicles piled together. You can't
Okay.
really see it because it would have been in the front, and there is some smoke. In the
I
front.
have a question. Excuse me. I have a question that goes back to the first time when we were trying to roll to see if we recognized what this thing was. Right? And I think it was Marion who recognized it as a hound of Tindalos.
I'm not entirely sure who recognized it, but I know
Yes.
one of you did.
What was it
I
that
think so.
we knew about it at that time? Because I feel like there was something we knew about it as to what its purpose was, or what its innate nature
was
was, or
looking
what it
for
was used
something.
for. And my thing is that it's really been paying a lot of attention first to the cultists and now to us. So Althea's going to go out on a limb theory and not slow down, because I'm like, the pile up, yes, but I didn't want that thing going anywhere near Skeet in the Packard or the cop or, well, the thugs. But I don't want it going anywhere. I want it to keep paying attention to us, and I think it's going to, as long as we have the book in the back.
it does say, I wrote down, it's sent to track something down.
Yeah.
Yep. So I think you're right.
So it's either the book or Jimmy, and both of them, I feel, are in the truck, so I'm not going to slow down at the moment.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense to me. Fair enough. Yeah, you continue flying down the road, and actually now as you're flying down the road, on your left-hand side, you can see the turned over farming implement as now you're going back down that road. Because like I said, it's all in these
Yes.
different loops and everything, but you're going back down that road. Fair enough. As at this point, even though there doesn't seem to be anyone chasing you and you have the vehicular thing going on up there, I'm going to go ahead and Marion, you get to make a ritual roll. Right? Because even though you can't see it, it's still here.
And
No.
any pluses to this?
It is the plus 20 because now the ritual is in you. That's a weird way to
41, and if it's the plus 20, it's out of 60.
Nice.
41 out of 60 gives you one more tick.
Yep.
It is so close.
Is it 10?
It's
Oh my god. How many
This
rounds?
could go a long time, but I mean, I still think it's quite interesting to do it because I haven't really done a chase sequence in this before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not like this. Yeah. So you're just on the cusp. You're just on the cusp. Okay. As then we're going to move on to. Sorry. At the start of the round, Amos, can you roll me a percentage?
All right.
Yeah, you have to be a
Our
problem
problems.
now.
Our problems.
10.
It's still gonna be a problem.
Hopefully not a bad one.
Skeet threw an orange peel out through the window.
Bup.
Okay. So, what happens is this. As you're driving by that farming implement,
Yes.
from the far end of the farming implement, seemingly appearing out of nowhere and jumping towards is the hound. Because the hound comes out of corners. How it appeared inside. Remember, it was a
Yeah,
dark
it was in the.
Oh.
with the 10 because the 10 was already rolled. Very slow tractor, which is interesting because then I already had the replacement for the ambush, so I replaced it then with the teleport.
So,
Well, that means that everyone's safe over there.
Yes.
So, but what's happening is,
Except for,
as you're going by,
vehicle
what it is
crash.
this turn is it's on the side, not behind. It's literally jumping at the side
Yep.
of the thing.
Uh,
Now we're going to go through turn order,
Okay.
right? Because Marion is one step away from the ritual.
Okay.
You'll go at the end against it as it's doing its thing. As we go to Agatha, who you can't see it right now. Because, oh, no, you're hanging out the
I'm
back
hanging
because
out
of
the back,
Amos.
yeah.
And
Yep.
You can see it. Just jumping. You can turn.
I am going to do
and
that.
take a shot.
100%.
Get it.
Because of the
Get it.
shot, though, I am going to give it a -20.
Minus 20.
Because
Oh,
it's
okay.
jumping out of.
So I have to roll under 50. That's what you're saying. Because I have 70. Right?
It kind of gets a.
50 or low.
It gets a surprise.
Oh, God, no. That's a 94.
It's not a critical
So it wouldn't
fumble.
matter even without the -20. You have above a 50% in the skill, so you only critically fumble on 100.
Okay.
Right? If you have less than 50,
but even so, 94 is below the critical fumble anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
safe.
yeah, so you are safe as you shoot.
But I missed.
Roll me a luck roll. High good or high bad? Oh, high good or high bad.
Oh, God.
Or you can flip your coin with the 1 being good or the 2 being good.
Oh, yeah, I guess that doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. You know what? No, I'm in a percentage. I'm going to
I
say...
don't think you understand how statistics.
Make you feel better.
Comfort zone.
They make you feel better.
I'm
High good or high bad?
going to say high bad.
High
You can go
bad.
high twice.
So you're looking for
That's also
1
not how
to
statistics
50
works.
for good.
12.
Nice.
Okay, that's good. You don't hit the gas tank of this farming implement or something like that. Or I was going to have it catch a fire because I'm that type of person.
Okay.
And,
But no,
and
you
this
don't.
is an action movie right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, that's what I'm going for. I'm going for a bit of fun here. I'm going for a bit of fun.
It's a full-on 80s sequel.
What the hell? They're putting in gas tanks and tractors these days.
Whatever they can find.
Still probably.
Homemade dynamite.
No, that'll make it go.
It'll go
As
somewhere.
you're strained even more because Agatha's hanging out even more and you're holding on to the thing. It is literally just a regular strength check to keep your balance and everything.
88 and a 65.
Oof.
That's a fail.
88 out of 65. As where it had it had melted through the side. What happens is that goo you saw moving, the blue, moves onto your hand.
Ah!
Starts coming up your arm. I need you to make me a Constitution check.
I mean, your constitution is wingdings, isn't it?
That's
Wait.
itself.
Oh,
my
nice.
health.
It's
48 and 80.
48 out of 80.
Nice.
Not nice yet.
Oh no.
No, it's only a regular success. This thing eats you.
Oh, good point. Good point.
I know your health is wingdings, so I'm just going to describe what it looks like. As your forearm here, it eats through your flesh
Ha!
immediately, and you can just see the bone and muscle tendon as you're just holding on. You have wingdings as health, but you feel this as you're holding on, and it's eating away at your arm.
We got any spare arms back at the lab?
You would go.
Ha!
I'm sort of glad this has happened because it means everyone's special sort of ability
Has
rocked.
affected it.
Yeah.
Can I pull her back into the truck in some way, shape, or form? Like just remove the continuation of this?
I'll
Yeah.
Pull me back.
So
That's
just
fair.
pull you, but you might go prone. I don't know, but I'm just full force, not giving a shake, fitting you into the truck, and just screaming over in the corner as my arm fucking dissolves.
Yes.
Dexterity check for Agatha. Oh, dodge. I'll allow it as a dodge because I'm looking at that as more like acrobatics.
Okay.
I want to bring it to a skill.
33 out of 28. I'll burn 5 luck.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Yeah, you burned the 5 luck. As then Amos grabs his arm and it's still just eating away.
I'm trying.
Yeah. and you just start ripping it out and throw.
Can I have a question after? Sorry, after you.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. As you were pulled back, but you managed to keep your footing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. My question is: the blue ichor is like it's a solid mass, but it's eating through.
Yeah.
Can I take my murder knife and just kind of scoop it and fling it out?
So you want to, as Amos is holding it, you're going to take the murder knife and try to cut it out because it's around the area to remove it.
The only reason I'm thinking that is because my
fair
knife
trade-off.
my knife can damage the hound. Can it touch this without?
That'll be interesting to see how your wingdings work for this.
I think I do have a spare arm back at the lake.
No,
Might need it.
So, what kind of check do I have to do on that one?
you already shot at it this turn, so I'm
Yeah.
going to say you move forward
Uh-huh.
with the murder knife.
Yeah.
Amos, I'm assuming you see Agatha coming towards you with intent. So I'm assuming you're going to allow it to happen.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you notice as you grabbed it to try to pull it, it started eating through your fingers.
Mother of God.
Yeah.
Man,
Start cutting.
that's some serious trust right there.
Yeah.
I think it's fair. I ripped the eyeball out of her noggin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go digging around in her bones. Right in the humerus, you know?
And then at the end, we're going to go for the drive auto versus my attack, because now it's not pursuit.
Okay, I already have a response.
What is your response?
My response is to I already got the gas floor. There's nowhere else for it to go. Is to say, "Fuck you, you bastard." Brace, and then I'm gonna take the wheel and like turn left and then right, because this thing is probably going to hit us, but if I can even just deflect the force of the blow, I will.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough, fair enough. I will allow that to be a drive auto with a minus 20 because of its closeness.
So that'll make it.
I'll make it a minus 10. I'll just make it rule out the dog. I know this is the first chase thing where I've been doing the minus
Okay,
10 plus
so it'll just be 60.
gives me more variables.
It does.
Okay, gives me 60
Okay?
like a
And now I have to roll my attack because
Mm-hmm.
it is opposed. Your maneuver.
How much liquor can you burn?
I mean, I could, but I can't.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You could always push it.
I got 78 out of 60. Yeah, I can't burn 18 luck again. Well, I can, but
I was gonna say you can.
I can, but I'm not going to.
Okay. Did you want to push it before I tell you what I got? Because I'm not going to let you know whether I succeed.
Critical fumbles are not a good way to, not a good thing to
Not a-
chance in this scenario, so no.
I've rolled an 8%.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Now, I've been rolling pretty,
So that was a potential.
and you guys have
fumble
been slowing it down a lot and stuff. Of
That's-
course, Regal is not distracting it now, because Regal was an accident.
Yep.
Now, Regal is making its way back, I'm going to say that. So, yeah. As it zigzagging, it is the side that's open. Okay, cool.
Oh well, it was worth.
Okay. I do need to roll. Because I want to see what happens. You may have to make another drive auto check at the moment. Can you go ahead and make me another drive auto? As you're zigzagging and as you turned sort of angled a bit away is when it's going to ram into the side, just as the front wheels are sort of off the road a little bit, onto the shoulder. It is just a straight up
Just the same. Do you
Drive
want
auto.
with the plus 10%?
with the plus 10%.
Oh, couldn't hold out forever.
Whoa.
37 out of 70.
Yeah.
37 out of 70 as it rams into the side and brings you up onto two wheels. The roll's to see if I tipped you over, like completely through. You don't need to make a check because you're still sort of floating with your ritual. Both of you need to make strength checks.
Oh.
You go first.
25
Nice.
out of 60, so it's a hard.
94 out of 60.
So what happens is,
Oh, God.
Amos, as you see Agatha coming at you with intent, very, and you know Agatha is so precise.
Oh, no.
You know Agatha is so precise.
Oh god. I'm so sorry for you, Ram.
You got a hard success. I can negate some of the what's about to come, I assume.
I assume. Just give me 1 second here. I gotta make a note.
Oh, God.
Keep on his HP wingdings. I'm just picturing the arm coming off in the shape of like the check mark from it. So
The only thing that can hurt me is magical shit, like a knife.
The only thing I can think of is like completely miss and go right into your gut. Like,
No, oh God!
that would be like
Instant
no.
death.
Before you guys even come up with worse stuff that I could potentially do in this situation, you just get thrown down to the ground. I do need you to make me a. No, I don't, because you're already. I'm going to cut down the rolls because that was just a failed strength check. So you do manage to just, as you're moving forward, very calmly, very particular about what you're going to do, but then you're just knocked off your feet.
okay.
That's all I'm really going to do about it, which means it'll take an extra round to get to you, unless you know what I mean, because you need to get up to take care of it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Everything else seems to be fine. Now, this whole time, Jimmy Three Thumbs is still just been staring at you in a comatose state during all of this.
You got yourself a gold.
Everything that's been happening.
Damn.
And you know there's something wrong with him because he didn't pet Peter.
Oh.
Monster of the arts.
Yeah.
Monster.
It'd be almost impossible not to. It's his power.
Yeah. He's very pettable.
He's very pettable.
He's extremely charismatic. Though.
Pat.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm just looking in the rearview mirror through the door hatch, where there is now a hole in the side of the Birmingham. Marion's floating and mumbling. I now see a hole in one of Amos's arms and Agatha coming at him with a knife.
Can you roll me a luck roll? High good or high bad?
Like just 50-50?
Yeah, just 50.
Based on my luck?
Because it's not your luck, it's the vehicle's luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starburst means the truck does not explode and good things happen.
Okay, so Starburst is good.
Starburst good.
Starburst good.
Flip it, man. Flip. Proper.
Yay!
Fair enough.
For those of you at home, that A meant the starburst came up on
So I don't,
Shit.
I don't
We wanna
catch it
die.
on fire. I don't catch it on fire or anything like that. But clearly there is something wrong with the vehicle because a lot of it can't really move. I didn't catch it on fire.
Yeah.
Massive damage. But that smack along the side, I didn't do enough to damage the axle. So it'll run, but it won't run as fast as it did before.
Okay, Althea's starting to freak out a little bit now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really starting to freak out. The panic breath, the panic attack is starting.
Now, I'm not because you're not really moving. I'm not going to call for a roll because that's more when you're traveling, and this way we can tie this up in a somewhat way. Although that all really depends on Marion,
It does.
who's got the plus 20%.
Got this.
You
got this.
Is there anything else that I could do to sort of like?
Did you?
I'm not.
Did you want
I know there's another duplicate out there,
duplicate?
and I want to try and see if I can tap into the minds, the other minds out there, to help me out with this, to make sure that I can complete this ritual right now.
I will give you a bonus
The extra
die.
That's
power.
so good.
I will
That's
give you
so
a bonus
good.
die for that.
Oh, Slug Marion. Heal this truck.
I will give you bonus die, and you still have the plus 20.
Okay,
So, bonus die.
11.
So now I will describe what happens, and just very quickly, what happens. As I'm just going to go ahead and say the Birmingham won't really move that fast. So just as a little cinematic thing, as Agatha, you're getting to your feet with this look of intent with the murder knife, and Amos is holding, so you can do your cut. Marion finishes the ritual. And there is almost like, even though there's a storm happening and everything, there's almost this point of silence. And at the same time, through the hole, you see the head of the hound move in and open up as it's reaching in toward all of you. And then it just, similar to the snap, it just dusts. Just dusts from the front.
Dericotep.
Yeah, see, it
Like a
has
mummy.
become Dericotep. As it just starts fading away
Blowing
into nothingness. What?
Question. Does the blue Urker also disappear because it was part of the hound or of the universe or whatever where it came from?
That is a fair question.
I feel it's also a vital question.
Yeah, it's important for me.
I'm willing to say yes.
Oh.
No more cuts. It's fine.
Yeah. See, it was eating through the bone somewhat. You can't really use the arm. Like it's stopped.
It would be my,
functioning for now.
yeah, it would be
But
left
you can
arm.
also
That's the
see
one that was
it.
on, hanging on because I was doing this.
You
Yeah.
can also see it somewhat already once the blue goes away start healing somewhat, but you know it's not going to heal just right, which
Yeah.
means you're going to need some work by your resident surgeon
Us.
Yes,
Us, yeah.
to sort of make sure that the muscles are in the right place and everything else, which you know as well is also painful.
It's
Yeah.
me.
It still hurts a lot.
Yeah.
It's just you're looking and you're like, it's like you dipped your arm in acid.
Yeah, I'm gonna rip off some tarp and just kind of wrap it around so that no one can see the exposed arm.
Our surgery, which is me performing surgery and you sitting there with a glass of whiskey going, you missed a spot.
What is Marion now done?
Oh yes, Marion. So what happens is, as you finish it, you just, for a couple of inches you were off the ground, you just land. You just slowly land and gather your wits about you. You do recall what you were doing. You know what I mean? This isn't a situation where you know what I mean? You do recall. You know the ritual was a success, and you know the creature was just about to kill you all. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
I kind of and then collapse down onto the floor of the truck and just reach over and put an arm around Peter.
yeah. And Peter does come back.
Yeah.
Peter just abandons you, Althea, as you're up in front of it.
I'm in front having a sweaty panic attack.
What happened to Skeet?
Well, actually, as she says that, I know you've dressed your arm. I'm actually running out of the back of the truck towards the Packard Twin Six, where Skeet is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that is a little bit down the road,
Yeah.
but not far. Not super
With
far.
the Leanfield
Hell yeah.
towards the cops.
I don't care.
Cool.
Skeet is injured in
And the
car.
thugs.
Remember?
And the thugs, yeah.
Remember said her really good listen skill was not to listen to us, it was to listen to herself.
Listen to your heart.
Listen to your heart.
I'm gonna.
I just need to roll a couple of checks here. You keep doing your role playing.
Yeah, I'm gonna. As I finish tying up the arm, I see Althea or I see Agatha running away. I was like, oh, God damn it! I'll catch up in a sec. I'm gonna go to the passenger side of the Packard and open up the door. I'm gonna pull out some handcuffs. I'm going to cuff Jimmy Three Thumbs to the Packard or to the Birmingham, and just kind of look at him one last time. I'm gonna go. Seriously though, why do they call you? Where's the third thumb?
Yeah, he seems to be cold.
God damn it! And so then I'll chase after Agatha.
Okay,
I'm fast.
so I can,
I know. It's back up. It's not to actually catch you.
yeah. Agatha and Amos start running up the road is because the Birmingham seems to be non-functional. What are the two of you doing?
I'm having a panic attack.
You are having.
Yeah, I'm like gripping the steering. Like literally.
That was a lot of
That
stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like literally, I'm like gripping the steering wheel, sweating, like going,
Once I've caught my breath, I'm going to turn back to Althea and kind of try and talk her through it. And it's like, okay, breathe with me, and just sort of coach her through
And then
taking deep breaths.
there's a cute dog there.
Hand
too.
me your hand. You'll rest your hand on Peter. He can help you out too.
and I'll
There
do
you
that.
go.
It helps.
Then I'll turn and I'll make eye contact with Jimmy Three Thumbs.
Yeah.
And I'll say, why Three Thumbs?
He's comatose.
I didn't know if
No,
maybe
yeah,
he'd answer
he
me.
doesn't really give you a reply. No, did you want to tap into something?
No.
to try
I was
to
just wondering,
relax?
since he's afraid of me and I'm the one he's been staring at, if he answered the question.
That's a fair point. I'll have you roll me an intimidate roll. Unless you're willing to tap into something else.
Yes. Shag it. I'll roll the intimidate. If it doesn't work, we're in the same place we were
You said
before.
shag it?
Yes.
Nice.
It's a normal.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh. That's just a Newfie thing, I guess. Then. Okay.
Brit thing, actually.
Is it? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Neat.
Well, shagging is like
Well, shagging
Yeah.
is definitely a Brit
fucking.
thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Shag it.
Yeah.
Good job.
I guess
I need a sense for
63 out of 22 on intimidate, so. Panic attacks aren't good for intimidating.
Not really. No.
Tell me.
Why are there 3 thumbs?
Yeah.
Panic attack, that's good.
As you're getting situated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just however long it takes.
Yeah, it's gonna take it.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, just to get a little bit of situation. As Agatha, I'm just gonna go right over to Agatha and Amos running down the road.
Yeah.
And off ahead as you crest around. I mean, you're running for a bit and it's still a bit rainy and stuff out, but you can see a bit of smoke coming up. And you see. Give me one second. You see. You see a Packard Twin 6 coming toward you.
Which one?
Which one, though?
Would we would know the difference though, because he's done so much.
Yeah.
That's why there's a bullet hole in the front of it.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
I know which one it is. Right?
It's got a bullet hole in the windshield.
It's really rainy out,
Okay.
and
fine.
also you know the cop was shooting back at the. But actually, you would know because no, not for that respect, because the grill would be screwed up on either of them. But it's very quick to say that once it gets within a certain distance, that you recognize. You prepare yourself, but it's not like you're going to shoot.
You mean
Right.
Skeet hasn't put a hood ornament on this thing yet?
I'm just saying it's hard to.
It's really rainy.
You notice right away because
really
of the
rainy.
eyehole. Problem
Okay.
solved. Doesn't matter about the stone. The eyehole works. It doesn't matter about the stone.
Okay, is it Skeet?
It is Skeet.
Perfect.
There is somebody in the passenger seat.
Oh,
And as he pulls up, he's already got the window down, and you can see past him in the passenger seat is a cop.
oh, yeah.
You recognize as Officer Alec,
Oh my
a
god.
younger cop guy. He seems to be a bit white in the face with his head down, and he seems to have some kind of wound on his side of his head,
Yeah.
like a scrape that seems to be bleeding.
Ew.
But he also looks like he was shot in the upper chest area.
Okay.
Hospital.
So,
I want.
and
yeah.
Skeet's like, I managed to save him, but they're still back there. I managed to drag him into this. Don't want.
By this point, I would assume that I would catch up.
Listen, I'll tell you, I can't get the voice of Skeet. It's always
It's fine.
different.
Fine.
That's
I
fine.
can't. Lord Hunter and boy, I tell you what, I managed to save him. I don't know. I managed to save him. Oh, but the guys are still back there. They're still going to come after us. They're still going to come
At
after us.
this point, I don't care if we catch the guys. I want to get all of us out of here because you have no arm almost.
Yeah.
She's having a panic attack. Not that I know that, but we have an injured cop.
Is Alec conscious?
No. Like his face is down. He's pale. He was shot.
I'll ask Skeet real quick. What about the other one? The other cop. There are 2 in a car, right? What about the
there
other
was
one?
just one.
Just one. Okay, good. Then yes, I
There should
think
have
that's
been 2.
probably.
There was just one.
Interesting.
You would think that there would be,
Yeah.
but it's also just this quiet area. Nothing really happens out here.
Yeah.
Can I get
What?
your help to put the cop prone? Like, is there enough room in the trunk to lie somebody down?
The trunk is full.
Damn
Yeah, I was
it!
gonna say it's got full of stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna be crushed in this car.
It's gonna be squished.
It'll be squished.
I want to sit in the front with Alec and get a first aid kit and try to patch him up as much as possible. Or something.
Assume that I have a doctor's bag or whatever, my bag,
'Kay.
in the trunk.
So, here's what's going to happen.
Okay.
Okay. Somebody's going to hang out. Somebody's going to have to hang off the top. Because you also got Jimmy Three Thumbs.
You too.
Yeah, no. So what? Here's what Amos is going to suggest. He's gonna get in the back. Will you get in the front? He's gonna get in the back. Okay, I'm gonna say, Skeet, go up. We gotta pick up Marion and Althea. Once we get there, I'm gonna hop out of the car and I'm gonna say, okay, take him to the hospital. I'll meet you guys either at the hospital or at the house. The Birmingham's where it runs, right?
No, it's
No?
just the Packard.
Okay. I'll take care of threesomes.
You shouldn't stay alone. I'll stay with you.
Sure.
Go. He needs medical attention.
Okay.
Go.
So
Okay.
you hop into the Packard Twin Six. You go the plan. You get there. You do the plan. So it's going to be Agatha. I'm assuming Agatha in front
Yep.
with Jimmy,
Oh,
and then Skeet's driving,
okay.
right? And then Althea, you hop into the back with Peter, the Irish Wolf. Or the Irish Wolfhound would be staying with you.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just be in the back seat by yourself.
And I can get stuff out of my bag and hand it to Agatha.
If that's the case, you realize you can just put him in the back
We can
seat.
put Jim.
Yeah.
So you guys can
Put Alex
take Jimmy
back.
and out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
fine.
good.
Yeah.
Just make sure he's cuffed. I'll give you the cuffs that he's going. I'll uncuff him from the door of the Birmingham, and then I'll recuff him to the
Packard.
Packard, so that he can't do anything or jump or whatever.
Might not be an issue.
Yeah.
We probably
Might not
had
be,
to
but
carry
I'd
him
rather
bridal
be
style to
safe.
It was.
He'd be willing to kill us if he was conscious. So
That's fair.
let's not assume that won't change.
Yeah.
So what happens is, just as you all start taking...
Oh, before they leave, I will get in the back of the Birmingham. I'm going to grab the book,
Well, I was just gonna
codex.
shove that in the satchel, but
Oh, it's a big book.
okay. then-
We're gonna open up the trunk of the
Shove it in the
car.
trunk.
I'm gonna toss it in the trunk.
Sure.
Slam. Make sure that that's secure.
If that was forgotten, I was willing to just say,
We
you
wouldn't.
guys didn't leave it, because that would
mean,
just be mean, because it's
yeah.
late.
It would also be ironic because this would be the second time we left it. We did.
yeah, but we had it in our possession.
While
this time.
fleeing,
Yeah.
while
Yeah,
fleeing.
this time it was in our possession. Whereas last time we didn't quite have it yet.
Yeah.
But as you start driving away, and Marion and Amos, the only two left.
we should hide in the ditch.
Okay. So as you go hide in the ditch, can I have you both roll stealth checks?
$62 out of 71.
28 out of 30.
Nice.
Put ticks and stuff.
That tractor was like right next to us.
I was gonna say, can we go to the tractor? 'Cause I actually was gonna suggest that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because I was going to say, I assume there was a driver.
Yeah.
Do what she wants to
We'd
do.
like to check on him.
Yeah.
So you would like to check on the driver, not hide.
I'm assuming there's a vehicle coming. We should hide first.
I was gonna say, do we see a vehicle coming?
So what you do is you do see another Packard.
hide. Yeah.
Just
hide
think.
for sure.
So the first thing you do is you run down, you both make your stealth checks, and you hide out of view as Packard slows down. Looking.
Sorry, if I hear the Packard coming, if we were to go towards the tractor, I'd actually stop and I'd pull us on the opposite side of the street from the tractor.
Okay.
And not go towards where there's something to look at. And we'll watch until they pass.
Yep. And they just go by. And you can see three individuals in the Packard. They just slow down slightly, and then they take off after the Packard, driving further ahead.
Okay.
Okay?
After this Packard?
Yeah, because it's the same road.
Yeah,
That's who they're after.
do I catch a license plate?
Yes, you do.
Nice.
Go ahead, put that
Can I
there.
snap
Just
a photo
say,
of it?
I will allow it. As you go down, you realize, as you saw it coming, I'm getting that license plate.
Yep.
Okay? I'm not going to call for a check. I'm going to go by your investigative score. It allows you to just do certain things quickly.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to. I'm not going to tell you what the license plate number is. Just write down the license plate for the Red Eyes Packard Twin Six.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or whatever way you want to put it. I mean, I could come up with something, but it'd be just the same as saying it's Frank's Packard.
Red Eyes license plate. That's what it
Red Eyes license. Fair enough.
Then we'll check on the
Yeah.
farmer.
Okay, so quickly first, I'm going to go to the next pursuit,
Yeah, of course.
which is going to be Skeet driving the Packard with another Packard coming up behind as you're going along and you're working on them. So what I'm going to have actually is, what is your medicine skill or first aid? It doesn't matter which one.
Shit.
First aid is 85, medicine is 75. wasn't it?
Okay, and what is your first aid or medicine?
40 and my medicine's 50.
I'm actually going to go ahead and have maybe you work on the wound on the head while you start working on the bullet situation. Is
Like
that what
keeping
you...
keeping the bleeding at a minimum.
Yeah. And actually, you're probably both skilled enough that I'm not even going to call for I'll call for a roll, but you're going to succeed unless it's a critical fumble
Okay.
because you get ticks in it.
Okay.
That's what it is. It's very, you know what I mean?
So it would be first aid.
First aid.
24 out of, what did I say, 40. So.
Yeah, so first aid.
Nice.
And then you can go ahead and make first aid as well. Just because you should get the ticks.
53 out of 85.
Yeah, put the ticks.
See?
Yeah. If you would have just failed that roll, it just would have meant that it's not as effective, but it still worked. But you're managing to work on it just as you hear Skeet go. Brace yourselves! As he starts speeding up because
We've been spending a lot of time together.
so you hear gunfire as the figures in the other vehicle start shooting up at you.
God damn it.
I'm not getting into a full other pursuit thing. I'm just saying that you're racing to, and Skeet's driving now.
That's a problem.
But see,
could-
now
we
you
could
can
hear-
head towards a police station.
Yeah, the hound
the
is
hospital
gone.
and stuff.
So, but what happens is I'm going to go back now. I just wanted to get that cleared up.
Yeah.
And he seems to be somewhat stabilized. He's in no threat of dying. It seems like it was more in the upper shoulder. It didn't break the breastbone,
Gotcha.
or break the ribs or anything like that. But we're going to go to Amos and Marion, who you go check the driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. As it's turned over on its side, and you got to just climb up a bit. You can't climb up
No.
No.
because of your arm, but you can climb up.
Yeah.
I'm not going to call for a check for this as well because you see, the handholds you can take, and you climb your way up to the driver's seat, if you will, and you look inside, and there is a figure in there, who seems to be in somewhat of a comatose state, whose just eyes are open. At first, you thought they were dead,
Yeah.
but they're not dead. But they seem to be in some state of shock now. The hair is already gray. It seemed to be an older gentleman, an older farmer. But seems to be in some kind of state of shock. You're not sure what would have caused it.
How far away from the warehouse that's on fire are we?
Ooh. Couple of minutes drive, I guess. Yeah, a kilometer and a half.
Oh, Jesus.
It's not, a kilometer and a half isn't
That's
that
not too
far.
bad.
We don't have wheels.
We have a kilometer and a half. You can walk that in 20 minutes.
Yeah, my hope was to get to a car from the warehouse so we could then catch up with these guys.
Well, there is still a cop car
That's true.
that's closer.
Okay, are you okay if I were to go and see if I can get us a car?
Yeah, as long as we stay within shouting distance. I'm gonna see what I can do for this man. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Okay.
I'm gonna go right up against him and just try and do sort of basic first aid. Is he breathing? Is he bleeding? Is he what can I find out?
Makes sense. Can I see your character sheet for a second? Because there will be a check for this. But I'm willing to call it a psychology check.
Okay.
I'm willing to call it a psychology check. So can you go ahead and roll me psychology? Then I'm going to deal with you going to the cop car.
So that is a 19 out of 75.
Okay, put a tick in psychology. Oh, by the way, before I forget, and everyone remind me, at the start of next session, so somebody make a note, when you're making your drive auto checks, you get to make 3 of them. For increases. Because of the amount of successful driving checks in that whole pursuit.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I don't think it's as good to just do 1. You know what I mean? Like, you get to make 3 in a row to increase the drive. But what you realize with the psychology and checking it, and you've also seen some traumatic things yourself. This person seems to be in some kind of comatose state, brought on by terror. You would assume. You don't really see any physical injuries, but something scared this person into some kind of comatose state.
Okay.
Yeah. You're not sure if you could bring them out of it. You think this person may need to have some help.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna try and
Hey,
keep him comfortable,
yeah.
however I can.
I said,
Not dead.
yeah. No, we
Might be worse.
Just
Fine.
lost inside his own mind. It's fine.
Yes. Let me make a note of the old firm, though.
Sorry, Farmer Joe.
Looks like he's been cast.
Green giant.
Oh, God. Oh, I just had a horrible thought.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to say it anyway because it's, and then I'll continue on with Amos. Even though you know, I mean, maybe Althea's saying it, but what's your thought?
Nothing. I just had a horrible thought that. What if I put someone into a comatose state and it because it transferred their consciousness to some dimension that's inside a theater.
Like I said, it looks like he's been cast. Okay.
Okay, as you just quickly run down the road, you see cop car there. There is no other vehicles there, but it looks like there's a mess on the road and everything else. There seems to be a little bit of smoke coming up from the engine compartment. I'm just gonna, say you go over, you flip up the hood. Seems to be something a bit smoky. You take the top off, you put it out, whatever you want to do.
Is it got enough that I can wheel it back to the warehouse to see if we can get a car that still works?
So this police car will run.
Don't know if I want to be...
Because it's still running now.
Don't know if I want to be rolling up to the hospital with a police car.
Well, you don't have the insurance.
Well, they're going to get there with the cop first, and then you'll...
Well, I
have the
thought you
car.
were just going to take it to the warehouse.
That's what I mean. We can still get it to... It could take us to the warehouse to see if there's other more functional vehicles.
Cool. Who took the keys to the vehicles?
Well, guess that's not going to... Wait, but I've got... You could hotwire a car,
I
right?
can hotwire a car.
You can. And there
can do
is
that.
that little... I got my
Sketchy
notes
Marion.
here. Which vehicle did you blow up? It was another Birmingham?
Yeah, it was the other
It
Birmingham.
wasn't the little car.
So
No, it was
Jimmy's
not.
car is still available?
It is.
Looks
If
like we're
I
getting a
said
new
before
car.
that it blew up as well, I'm going to say no.
Yeah.
It just looked like it.
And when you get back to the house, I will have a set of keys for you.
I'm going to stroll up next to you in the cop car, be like, hey, want to go pick up a fancy new car?
I'm not sure.
Model T Tudor, the first vehicle mass-produced on an assembly line.
Yep.
The vehicle that he had.
And it was cherry.
Cherry red. Yeah, it's fancy.
Very nice. I'm going to kind of give you an odd look and then I'm gonna say, I don't know what I can do for this man.
Well, we got to go to the hospital anyway, so let's take him with. We'll put him in the back of this car, transfer him over.
Are you okay to lift him? I will not be able to lift him on my own.
You're right. I can't.
You can
Well-
help, but yeah, he'll. There's a chance he could fall.
Yeah, no, there's no immediate threat or danger to him here. When we get to the hospital, we got to send people this way. I plan on calling Caputo anyway. Oh, I got the radio in the car, right?
There is a. I'm willing to say that there is. Yes.
I'm going to be calling Caputo anyway.
Okay.
So,
Send someone out this way to
yeah,
get him.
100%.
There's nothing I can do
I'm
for him
not
here.
sure. I'm willing to say that there are radios that you can contact, like a CB type. Of thing.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not even going to check. I just think it's interesting.
I'm just laughing because it's like, well, we're bringing the cop to the hospital. We don't want to roll up in the car, though. But let's use the radio for the cop's car.
That's fine. See, here's the thing. My mentality is I'm directly calling Caputo as opposed to a whole bunch of shit's going down and then a shot-up cop car rolls up to a fucking medical establishment.
So that
That's a little...
the radios don't have to go through
So-
a dispatch first.
They probably do, but if you call the
we'll do-
dispatch
we'll do
saying
that.
I'm looking for Officer
Yeah.
Caputo,
Yeah.
So, you drive the cop car back to them. Is that what I'm? Oh, you're going to roll it.
I'm gonna as long as it's safe. My goal and order of operations: get in the car with Marion and Peter, drive back down to the warehouse, steal the Tudor, and then but on the way to the warehouse, I want to call up Caputo on the CB. Then once I've got a hold of him, finish the conversation, we'll get in the Tudor. We'll then go to the hospital.
So right now, because you're up the road with the police car, and you want to use the police car to get to the warehouse, or are you just running back to Marion and then running back to the warehouse?
Correct.
Okay, so you're running.
no, we're using the cop car.
I have a car.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
Right, so I'm going to take the car.
The cop car.
And I'm going to take the car, to Marion.
That was the question.
Have this conversation. Yeah.
Because initially you said you weren't sure about driving it. So
Yeah,
that's
but
why.
you said it
seems
functions.
fine.
Yeah,
Yes.
So I will drive it to get Marion.
Yeah, no, it's good. I know.
Then I'll warehouse. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So you drive up with the cop car. You get on up to Marion. Marion's there with Peter. You have that little discussion where it asks about, can you help me bring it down? You're like,
One arm.
Yeah, between the two of us,
One and a
not
half
Those
arms.
bones.
One and a half arms.
Back up.
dear.
start heading to the warehouse. You get on the CB.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Marion's going to drive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Get on
please.
you get on the CB.
Yeah.
And,
My drive auto is okay.
Yeah, well, there's not going to be...
Better than mine.
yeah.
Do what? My drive auto is it's 27. Do I like my relationship with Caputo, because it's been over that year? Is it like a direct? Does he know that I'm the one that gives him his intel, or do I have like a special way of contacting him?
I would say on this radio, with your investigation skill as well, just built into having that skill, that you have a call sign that you can call over the radio.
Okay.
But now the dispatcher, basically a dispatcher, okay, so you do the CB radio, niner, blah, 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 blah. Did you say Roger?
Roger. What's our vector, Victor? Yeah.
The dispatcher comes on. Hey, did you want to have a specific code word for you and Caputo?
I hadn't thought about it.
It,
You can give it more thought. I can just say you say the banana phone.
Sure. For now, I'll come up with something. I'll come up with something better.
They call sign for Caputo, which goes to dispatcher who
who was your other officer friend?
Bill.
Bill. You could say
I thought I was thinking about Billy and the kid.
yeah. You called me a call for
It's
Officer
Billy the kid.
It's Officer Caputo. Say Officer Billy has a problem.
Yeah, that works. I was thinking about something along those lines too. So since you suggested,
Something like that.
I'll follow up with that.
Yeah,
Or like
yeah.
something I don't know exactly what the phrase
Yeah,
was.
for next time that this comes up, I would say you have a call sign between you and Caputo. Caputo does come on the line, dispatcher gets Caputo, and you do know that Caputo pretty much lives at the precinct, at Central.
That's handy.
He is always working, it seems. He's always busy, and the reason is because there's a lot of things happening, and you guys,
Keep blowing up cars.
and he needs to be the one to be the connection to it. So
I hope the sender pays him extra.
you do know that in the central station, he actually has a room. He doesn't have a place of his own. He actually just has a room with a bed and some amenities, and he pretty much lives at the precinct. And his life is this job.
Rough.
This is what it is. Well, you say rough. It's your whole here.
That sucks, bro.
You need some work-life balance up in here.
Take it from me.
Yes.
Have you considered bowling?
Yeah.
And I'm just going to say Caputo gets on. He's usually pretty terse. And I'm also going to say, once again, and I say it, I've been saying it a few times, but with your investigation skill, you guys also have, like, a cant. Like a way of talking.
Code words.
Yeah, code words and stuff like that. And what...
Shorthand.
Yeah. So what kind of information do you want to relay to?
What I know I'm kind of like pushing a lot of this onto you, but it kind of depends on like how. So what kind of information have I been sharing with him? Like, am I like open about everything? Is it just the like minus the magic stuff, obviously?
The way I would look at it is Caputo definitely knows. I love how Caputo has become.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. This is very cool.
But
Love it.
I feel that Caputo definitely knows that weird things are happening. He definitely knows, especially with the Heinrich's house and stuff like that. And not that he's seen anything, but he knows there's
And
something
he knows not to
weird
question the weird shit.
He knows not to question the weird shit, and also you protect him from the worst knowledge of what it is. Right? Now, you don't know really how much he does know, but you know in a long enough timeline, he is not an idiot. Eventually, he will.
Yeah. He knows that I'm not withholding information to be a shit.
Yes.
He knows I'm withholding information, and then it's better that it just be withheld that way. He gets enough information. He's okay with it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, when you're giving him information, it's more about, listen, there's these people hurt here. This is what's happened here. This is how I think it should be relayed. And then he makes the decision of how it is.
And he's also been looking at after Red Eyes, trying to get that grip?
He's been looking into them.
So I will tell him, and whatever the code is for this, and basically the information I would like him to know is that we found a Red Eyes outpost out in the industrial lot. It is currently ablaze. But he will find one of his squad cars there. That there is a man that's in need of medical attention from farming equipment due to an incident involving red eyes down the street from it. Let him know that Alec is at the hospital. That we've taken him there as a result of
He was shot by one of the red eyes.
One of the red eyes. And that I will have in his mailbox within the next 2 days a picture of a license plate of the car that had the leader of the red eyes in it.
Now, we're not at the hospital and we're getting pursued. Are you going to tell him that?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I would have heard the gunshots, right? But like, yeah, actually, right now your officer is in one of our vehicles, currently being pursued by the red eye, the leader of the red eyes. If you do not catch him, you'll have a license plate in 2 days.
Makes sense.
So tell him that if he wants to help, they're headed towards whatever the nearest hospital is, I would assume, and let him know that's what's going on.
You would know where the
Okay,
nearest hospital.
fair enough. And the reason, because you're speaking in code and everything like that, it's not that, like, it's not even that you and him get along. You do. You're not enemies.
Yeah.
But it's really this working relationship. But over the last year, you have become a bit closer. You know, in that, like you and Bill, that buddy cop type of
Yeah,
thing.
except us, we actually did have like an older rapport.
Yes. Because what did I have wrote here? A begrudging truce has settled since the events of Heinrich's house. Yes, because he does respect the fact that, you know, you.
I will tell him literally anything that's not paranormal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Fair enough. Basically, his response is, especially with the warehouse on fire and everything else, his response is, so, as per normal.
No, basically.
Yeah, as per normal.
Okay, and as per normal, it was the other guy's fault.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't it always? As
Totally is.
everything has been relayed. I'm going to now
Relay.
very
Sorry,
very
what?
quickly.
What'd you say?
You're tired.
I am tired.
I'm just going to say that you make it to the warehouse miraculously. The Model T tuner is fine. Now you have this. I believe it was cherry red.
Yeah, it was.
We're getting it!
Excellent.
Yeah, you go there.
one's
It's
the
just going to be a mechanical repair roll.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to say no roll
Okay.
because
We have time.
honestly, you have
It
time.
was pretty good.
You take the time, and you hotwire it.
Yep.
Quite easily. It was quicker for you to do that than it would have been if you had the key. It's like the Fonzie. It's like it starts up.
Kill switch,
Just a
got
snap
it.
of the fingers and a little tap, and then the Ford.
I don't feel guilty about
The Model
this.
T tuner.
Nor
starts
should
up.
you. That son of a bitch is currently shooting at our friends.
You hop in. I'm going to say, I'm not sure what I said about it before. If it wasn't there before, if it was, there's fuzzy dice. I don't think I said there was, but there is fuzzy dice
Oh
there.
my god.
As you hop in and you are heading toward the hospital. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we've earned this.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Then we're going to go back to this chase. Now, the difference between Skeet and you is you are quite an accomplished driver, but Skeet is a maniac.
What a hell of a way.
And he's a weirdly long-lived maniac.
Yes. So, but what
100 years
happens
under
is... oh my, he's chasing after us. He's chasing after us. It's not good, boy. I tell you, it's not very good at all for that. Looks like I'm going to have to hit it. Right? And then you realize that when in the original chase, he was sort of staying where he was. You knew he could have flown past all of you, but he was trying to stay behind it in case. Like, what else are you going to do? Just trying to ram it or trying to do other things. But you see him reach down and, like, push this lever forward.
I've seen the
Nitro, was it?
yeah, I've seen the lever.
Skeet invented nitro.
Yes, we've seen the lever.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
And it's in block letters and crayon did.
Yay!
Skeetro.
Skeetro!
There's a burst of flame. Bluish flame shoots out of the back and outpaces the Packard. Like, I wasn't turned into a full pursuit. Outpaces, and then eventually at some point, that Packard
Is lost.
is lost, goes off, or cuts away. Frank Archery.
That's good because I didn't want to have to give away more of my. I didn't want to have to give away more of somebody else's.
We have a nemesis of
I was
God.
wondering, see, when he drove by, if you were...
I strongly considered at least popping the tires, but I didn't think I could take on 3 people by myself.
very, especially with one arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one-armed man.
I only shoot with
It
one
wasn't
arm
me.
anyway.
Vincent Caputo. It wasn't me. It was the one-armed man.
Yes.
God, although I'm indestructible, wouldn't that have been cool to just like fucking Batman three thugs in the street?
Listen,
You could have.
Listen, you tell the police it was the
Damn.
one-armed
Okay.
man, and by the time they see you, you've got two arms again, so you didn't lie.
Yeah, it's true.
There's a difference between being invincible and
Being-
if I shoot you, you're probably gonna fall down.
Yeah, no,
You know what I
I know.
And
I
just-
It's like
know.
you just feel everything.
You don't have
Live.
Superman
Yeah, I was gonna say-
invulnerability. You have Deadpool invulnerability.
Yes.
And I would have leaned toward the rule of cool.
Yeah.
You would have used your broken arm as a club.
And now wishing I had done it because as soon as I said "cool," I'm gonna wait, and then you drove. The thing I said, I was like, I should have shot the fucking tires.
Save it. You can
But-
save it for later. You'll get a chance. I'm sure.
But Hartree and the boys.
It's fine. Skeecho took care of it.
Anyway. I'm just going to quickly go ahead and say, as you enter into the town proper, heading toward the hospital. The hospital that is probably quite used to, not really seeing you, but you putting people there. You do get a police car pulls out, and you see Vincent Caputo, and he seems to have more of a serious face, like a more dour face over the last year, as if he hasn't been sleeping enough. And then you realize something that Amos hasn't realized, but you realize, and the rest of you sort of realize, that he's getting the same look as Amos has. He's getting that same look. You also notice that he has a tendency to drink a little bit more. He has a tendency to spend a bit more time by himself. Even though it seems like they respect each other and the work that they're doing, neither of them have realized that Caputo, being the younger, is becoming more and more like his mentor.
Oh, what have you done to this
Gotta
man?
get that man a girlfriend.
I was gonna say a puppy.
Go with girlfriend.
You know what?
Or whatever.
Listen.
Or whatever.
Listen, we could get him both.
Fair.
I'm just
Get
saying.
both.
I don't know.
A girlfriend who has a puppy.
No. It
My
needs
God,
his own
the
puppy.
dream.
What if they break up and then she takes the puppy with her?
Okay.
And that would be even worse.
So-
A boyfriend who has a puppy?
Yeah, maybe.
One of each.
He's married to his job.
Ugh.
Ugh. Don't look that shit up.
So are all of we, and so was Simon and stuff. And look how we've turned out. I mean, exactly.
So I'm just going to say, just to push forward, just this little last bit, that you get Caputo comes in, sort of gives you an escort toward the hospital. You get to the hospital. They come out. They take Alec inside. Caputo nods at both of you. As you step out. I'm not going to, and just says, "I'll come over to the estate tomorrow for a chat."
Okay.
Right? He doesn't say it in a good or bad way, but just a matter of fact, I'll come up tomorrow for a chat.
Does anybody make a comment that I'm all bloody in the face and everything?
He's used to seeing you like this.
Oh, good. Okay. We're
yeah,
fine.
yeah. He actually points and he hands over a handkerchief, and he's like, "Your eye hole is leaking." And then he turns and he goes back inside the hospital.
That's cute.
Okay. Then I'm going to say, I know I'm just really pushing this, but I'm going to say that the Model T tutor shows up at the hospital, you meet up, and then you all, as the morning light starts, as morning dawn starts breaking, you all start heading back to the mansion on the hill.
Thank you for listening to The Call. Our next episode will air Tuesday, October 15th, with Spacers Our Sci-Fi Podcast's next episode, Tuesday, September 8th. Both shows will air at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on YouTube with a live chat premiere before going up on all of our audio services 1 hour later. For our Ko-fi subscribers, our next Fireside Chat will be Thursday, October 24th. As usual, we'll thank all of our donators over on Ko-fi, including Noah, 3 Slugs in a Trench Coat, Ed Lore, Rosa, Tyler, The Weejay, James, Matt Cowgill, Blizzard Warning, Sydney, Baba Yaga, Preston, TJ, Alec, No Demons Allowed, Autumn, and Roland Arts. Thank you all so much for all your support. Your players for tonight were Elizabeth Wells, Janessa Coles, Lindsay Delansky, and Zach Barrett. Your GM or keeper was Derek Snow. Have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you next time.